Hi guys, so I'm back today with another video. I feel like it's been just forever since I've talked to you guys. So today I'm going to do another talk video. So today I want to talk about letting go. I feel like this is something that, just as humans, as people, this is something that everyone deals with. And if you haven't dealt with, having to let go of something or someone, or just like anything in life, then you eventually will. So I just felt like I want to talk about it because yeah. So the at my church they were having this women's class, and it was a class talking about integrity and just different things that women deal with. And so the subject that we were talking about was something along the lines of what do you think your flaw is when it comes to dealing with others, or do you hold people accountable for their actions and their integrity, just like how you would yourself. And so I felt like I, for a long time, and even just realizing it now, that I never held people really accountable for their integrity. I always told them about it, but I never put any action towards, like, I'm going to let this person go if they don't have any type of integrity, you know, about our friendship, or about them as a person, or about our connection, or about them as a person. So I feel like I always gave people the benefit of the doubt, because I feel like if you really know me as a person, and I know there's probably somebody out there that can relate. So I feel like if you really know me, then you know that I'm a person that when I care about people, I care deeply. I don't care if I've only been connected to you for 5 minutes. Like, if we have a genuine connection, then I'm going to connect, to you 100%. I'm not going to connect to you on a halfway level, but I'm going to connect with you as much as I can, and I'm going to invest my all that I am into you, no matter if we're friends, no matter, whatever. If we're family, like, I'm going to 100% connect myself to you. And so I would find myself getting upset and find myself getting hurt when people, they didn't stand with their integrity, and they didn't, and, integrity, just being honest about, who you are, and just being honest in our friendship, and being honest in, our, however we're connected, just being doing your part. I'm always a person that I'm like, I don't like when people, I feel like, are part-time with me, because when I'm connected to you, again, I'm very full-time. And so I don't take it I don't take it very lightly when I have to let that person go. And that's why I always find myself giving people the benefit of the doubt. And I'll give them excuses, and I'll say, they didn't mean it, when they did. They did mean it. And you can't keep giving people excuses. If people don't want to have integrity about their relationship with you, if people don't want to have integrity about their friendship with you, about, how they're connected to you, if they don't want to have integrity about that, you can't keep giving that person excuse after excuse after excuse, because you're afraid of the process of letting them go. But when you learn that it's more important, sometimes it's just more important to think about how is it going to better me if I'm not connected to this person, and think about all the pros of not being connected to them. But like, you really do have to sit and think about it. And it's crazy, because some people will even get to that point, or they'll think about it and they'll know that it's time to let go, and they still won't let go because they're scared of either being, alone, or they're scared of, what that person will say about them, what that person will think about them. But you have to think, my heart is more important to me than this friendship that doesn't even exist, than this relationship that doesn't even exist, then whatever we're doing here, my heart is more important. And I really had to understand, there's a scripture in the Bible that talks about guarding your heart, because everything that you do, it flows from your heart, and you really have to guard it. And I feel like I'm very passionate about people, and when I'm connected to them, I always gave everything with my whole heart. And that's not saying like just like cage your heart, because that's where, at one point in time I felt like I got there, where I felt like people, they just kept on trying it, and I felt like I got to the point where I wanted to just cage my heart and just not let anybody in. But the Bible speaks about guarding your heart. Yes, you can love people. Yes, you can be connected to people and have your heart in it, but you have to protect your heart at the same time. And how do I protect my heart? How do I guard my heart? The way that you do that is you have the power and the control as to what you let in and out of your heart. And so how much are you protecting your heart? Because the more that you allow for this person or this, whatever that you have to let go of, the more that you allow for it to stay past its expiration date in your life, the more that it will become, very spiritually nauseating, physically nauseating, and it'll become something so toxic in your life that you don't know how to get out, but you really want to, or your spirit really wants for you to get out, because you just feel like it's not bringing any happiness to you. It's not bringing any joy to you. The person or whatever, the thing, it may not even be, making you a better person. And I always feel like if I'm connected to people, I'm connected to them for a reason. I'm connected to them, either for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And in that moment that God has placed me in your life, I feel like it's my assignment to be a good friend to you. It's my assignment to be whatever I'm supposed to be to you. I'm supposed to be good at that. And, I'm supposed to help you become better, because I don't know how much longer I'm going to have in your life. And so it's just like, I feel that in your process of letting go, you have to remember that you are only in some people's life for a season, a reason, and a lifetime. And maybe, the person that you really don't want to let go of, maybe, you're only supposed to be in their life for a season. You can't make something last forever that's not supposed to. You can't make somebody change, but somebody has to change because they want to. You can't make somebody have integrity if they don't have it on their own, or if they don't want it for themselves. You can't do that. But what I know that I can do is that I can continue to pray for you. I can continue to love you. But some people, you have to learn to love at a distance, and not saying that you be distant when it comes to when you're around them, where you barely speak or anything. But I'm loving you from a distance, and that's saying, if you ever need me, know that I'm going to be there. Know that I'm going to